हिंदी में बोलने में तो ज़्यादा अभ्यास नहीं,
जैसा भी
इंग्लिश बोले
इंग्लिश हो।
ये लोग भी समझेगा इंग्लिश। मुनयो साधु पृष्ठो हम भवद्भि लोकमंगलम जत्कृता कृष्ण संग प्रश्न जीनात्मा सुप्रसीदति। By the sages in Naimisharanya, the question was put before Sutta Goswami that after Krishna's departure from this world to his own abode, where the responsibility was given for religious propaganda. So it was Krishna Sang Prashna, question about Krishna. And the question was the religious principle, where did it rest? Because religion means the law of God. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat-pranitam. As you cannot manufacture law at home, the law is enunciated in the legislative assembly of the government. Not that you can manufacture law in your home or in your office or in a big conference by the public. No. Similarly, the word dharma, religion, is explained in the English dictionary, a sect of faith, and people have interpreted in a different way that I can manufacture my own way of religion. It is going on very strong nowadays by some missionary sect, Jatamat Tatopat. There are as many ways there are, they are all perfect. That somebody says that to cut throat is my religion. That is also accepted. But that is not religion. Religion means dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. What is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or what is ordained by the Supreme Authority, that is dharma. Therefore, in the next verse, it is explained, Sabai pumsa paro dharma jato bhakti radokhaji ahoitu ki apratihata jayatma suprasidati. If you want actual peace, atma suprasidati, then you have to accept paro dharma. Paro means supreme or superior. There are two kinds of dharmas, para and apara. Apara means this material world. Bhumi rapo nalo vayu, khangamano buddhi devacha. there are two nature, one spiritual nature and one material nature. People do not understand what is spiritual nature, but Kṛṣṇa explains very nicely, and one can understand very easily what is spiritual nature and what is material nature. In the Bhagavad-gītā, the matter, 5 elements, earth, water, air, fire, sky, mind, intelligence, ego, these are material nature. Prakriti mein bhinna ashtadha. Aparayam. Then Kṛṣṇa says, this is apara. Apara means inferior. Bhumirapo analo vayo. The modern scientists or philosophers, they are engaged in studying this inferior nature. They have no information of the superior nature. But Kṛṣṇa says that these 5 elements, 8 elements, 5 gross and 3 subtle. The mind is also material. Khangamana buddhi. These are material. People think that mental speculation, poetry, philosophy, that is spiritual. No. So long the subject matter is material, the concoction of the mind, speculation of the mind, the so-called philosophy, is also material. When mind is engaged at the lotus feet of the Lord, as it is stated in the Srimad Savai Mana Kṛṣṇa Padaravinda, when the mind is fixed up in the lotus feet of the Lord, then the words are used, the vibration of the tongue used, vācāṅsi vaikuṇṭha gunānuvandana. Then the words are utilized for describing about the spiritual world. The spiritual world is called Vaikuṇṭha. There is no kuṇṭha, anxiety. That is spiritual world. When you become spiritualized, Brahma-bhuta, Prasanna-atma, there is no more kuṇṭha. This is the sign of becoming Brahma-bhuta. At the present moment, we are Jiva-bhuta. Manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karsati. Therefore, our struggle for existence is with the mind and the 6 senses. But when your existence is spiritualized, then Brahma-bhuta, you have no more anxieties. That is the sign. Brahma-bhuta prasanna-atma. Na sochati, na prasanna-atma means na sochati, na kaṅkhati. We have got 2 diseases in the material world. One is sochati and the other is kaṅkhati. The things which we haven't got, we desire to possess, kaṅkhati. And the things which we possess, it will be spoiled, it will be lost. Chanakya Pandit says that everything in this material world is temporary. Smaro nityam anityata. So when we engage our mind in these temporary things, there is sochana and akaṅkha. And when we are elevated to the spiritual platform, then there is no more sochana and akankha. This is the symptom. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankhati samasarveshu bhuteshu. At that time, it is possible to re-establish samatha. We are very much anxious to re-establish our universal brotherhood. But from the material platform, it is not possible. Unless we come to the platform of Brahma Bhuta, we cannot expect samasarveshu bhuteshu. Pandita samadarshina. These things are there in the Bhagavad-gītā. So considering from all this point of view, Bhagavan Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is teaching us that parodharma. We have distinguished para and apara. Aparayam, the material elements, mind, intelligence and ego, they are all material. Apara. Itastu viddhi me prakritim para jiva bhuta mahabhav jayedam dharjati jagat. So we have to come to that, a spiritual platform, Brahma Bhuta platform, samasarveshu bhuteshu. That is wanted. That kind of religious system is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam, parodharma. And others, they are aparodharma, apara, inferior. Therefore, one Vrindavan Das Thakur, a great Vaishnava Acharya, he has said, পৃথিবীতে যাহা কিছু ধর্ম নামে চলে ভাগবত কহে তাহা পরিপূর্ণ ছলে। পৃথিবীতে, upon the surface of the earth, there are many systems of religion. যাহা কিছু ধর্ম নামে চলে। So what is that? Bhagavat কহে, he does not say, but he says on the authority of Srimad Bhagavatam, that is scholarship. A scholar will not speak anything as he is thinking, no. He will give authoritative quotation to support. That is Vedic system. When you support your proposition with the Vedic version, then it is accepted. Otherwise not. Veda pramana. So, Vrindavan Das Thakur says, Bhagavat kahe. He doesn't say it in my opinion. Nowadays it has become a very good fashion. I think, in my opinion, without knowing his own value, he gives his opinion. He does not know that he is imperfect. He is imperfect in his senses. He is liable to commit mistake. He is illusion and he is a cheater. Everyone knows that how I am cheating the other party, especially amongst businessmen when there is contract. So each one is trying how much I have cheated. So this cheating, vipralipsa, is one of the qualifications of the conditioned soul. Brahm pramad, vipralipsa karanapata. So a person, authorized person in the line of disciple succession, he does not speak by his own authority. Immediately he will quote from the Vedic literature to support his proposition. So Vrindavan Das Thakur says, Bhagavata kahe. He doesn't say that I say or in my opinion. No. Bhagavata kahe taha paripurna chale. Prithivite jaha kichu dharma name chale. Bhagavat kahe taha paripurna chale. So how is that Bhagavad says? Dharma, the Srimad Bhagavatam in fine, in the introductory portion, Vasudev says, Dharma projjita kaitava atra. Atra Srimad Bhagavate kaitava dharma projjita. Kaitava means cheating. Cheating type of religion is completely kicked out. Projjita. Pakishta rupena ujjita. Just like we sweep over the floor and throw away the dust just to make the floor very clean. The Srimad Bhagavatam, just to make it very clean from this cheating type of religious system. It is written by Vasudev. Religion means that jato bhakti ado khaje. This is religion. Here it is said. Savai pungsa paro dharma jato bhakti ado khaje. It doesn't matter whether you are Hindu or Muslim or Christian or Buddha or Jaini or so on, there are so on, hundreds. But the taste is jato bhakti ado khaje. Whether you have developed your love for God, that is what. It doesn't matter. It's like if you want to be a mathematician, so you may pass from any university, Calcutta University or Delhi University or London University, any university, mathematics 2 plus 2 equal to 4 everywhere. It is not that in Calcutta University 2 plus 2 equal to 5 and in London University 2 plus equal to 3. No, everywhere 2 plus 2 equal to 5, 4. Similarly, dharma means obedience to the laws of God. That is all. Either you become Christian or Hindu or Muslim, whether you accept God as the supreme authority and whether you abide by the laws of God, then you are dharmic. Otherwise, it is cheating. If there is no conception of God, if one does not know what is God and what is the order of God, then that type of religion is cheating religion, and that kind of religion is completely thrown out from Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, Vrindavan Das Thakur said, পৃথিবীতে আছে যত পৃথিবীতে যাহা কিছু ধর্ম নামে চলে. Chole means it is passing on in the name of religion, but it is not religion. Because religion without conception of God, what is the meaning of that religion? If that is religion, that is not paradharma, that is aparadharma. Aparadharma. Just like sometimes we take desha dharma, samaja dharma, griha dharma, and so many things. So desha dharma, nationalism. So now you are in this country, suppose in India, next life, because you have to change your body, next life it may not be that you have taken birth in India, you might have taken birth in the heavenly planet or in the animal society, because there is no guarantee. Kṛṣṇa says, tatha dehantara prapti. Death means change of the body. That what kind of body you are going to accept, that will depend on the superior arrangement. But you can arrange also, just like if you pass medical examination, there is possibility of your becoming a medical officer to get a service in the government medical service board. But still, it must be selected by the medical board and so on. So there are so many conditions. Similarly, to get the next body, that is not your selection. That selection depends on superior authority. Karmana daiva netrena jantar deha upapatti. That we do not know. That next life, neither we endeavor what is next life. We have to accept a next life after giving up this body. Therefore, we must be prepared for that purpose. So, preparation means, in the Bhagavad-gītā it is said, Janti deva brata devan. If you prepare yourself to go to the higher planetary system, Chandralok, Suryalok, Indralok, Sarvalok, Brahmalok, Janalok, Mahalok, Tapalok, there are so many, hundreds. If you want to go there, then you prepare in that way. Janti deva brata devan, pitrin janti pitri brataha. So if you want to go to the pitri loka, you can go there. If you want to go to the higher planetary system, in the deva loka, you can go there. And if you want to remain here, you can remain here. And if you want to go to the loka, Goloka, Vrindavan, Madhyajinopi janti mam, you can go there. Back to home, back to Godhead. That is possible. Kṛṣṇa says, Takta dehang punarjanma naiti mameti. If you like, you can go back to home, back to God. That is possible. So therefore, the intelligent person, they must know, if I go to the Devaloka, what is the result of going there? If I go to the Pitri Loka, what is the result? If I remain here, what is the result? And if I go back to home, back to God, what is the result? The ultimate result is that if you can go back to home, back to Godhead, then Kṛṣṇa says, what is the result? The result is takta dehang punarjanmanaiti. Then you don't get birth again in this material world. So that is the highest gain. Punarjanmanaiti mameti. Mamupeta kaunteya dukkhalayam asasatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhing paramanga. That is highest perfection. So therefore here it is said, Savai pungsang paro dharma jato bhakti adhokhaji. So if you want to go back to home, back to Godhead, then jato bhakti adhokhaji, you have to adopt this means, bhakti. Bhaktyamam abhijanati javan jasyami tattvato. Kṛṣṇa, or the Supreme Lord, cannot be understood by karma, jnana, yoga. No process will be sufficient to understand Kṛṣṇa. Therefore, you have to take to this process as recommended by Kṛṣṇa. Bhaktyamam abhijanati javana jasyami tattvato. Therefore, we do not indulge in Kṛṣṇa's Leela unless it is performed or it is executed by the devotees, not professional man. That is forbidden. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never indulged in. Because the subject matter of Kṛṣṇa can be understood only by the process of bhakti. Jato bhakti radhokhaji. Without bhakti, it is not possible. The bhakti process one has to adopt if he actually wants to go back home, back to Godhead. That is Kṛṣṇa consciousness movement. our movement, this Krishna consciousness movement, is educating people how to become advanced in devotional service and how to go back home, back to Godhead. And this is not a very difficult task. It is very easy. If it is not easy, how the Europeans, Americans are now taking seriously. Because they, I think, at least before 10 years, before the starting of this movement, most of them they did not know what is Krishna. Now they are all devotees of Krishna. Even the Christian priests, they are surprised. In Boston, one Christian priest, he admitted that these boys, they are our boys, coming from the Christian group or the Jewish group. So before this movement, they did not take care even to see us or to ask any question about God, to come to the church. They completely neglected. And now, how it is that mad after God? They are surprised. Why? Why have they have become so? Because they have taken to the process. The process is important. Simply speculation, bhakti is not theoretical. It is practical. Jato bhakti radho khaje. If you want to take to the bhakti process, it is not speculation. You must actually engage yourself in the process. Jato bhakti radho khaje. That process is Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasivanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasam Sakham Mahatma Nivedam. This is 9 different. Ane sthita sutigatang tanuvangamanovi. Simply by hearing, you remain in your place. There is no need of changing your place. If you are a businessman, do your business. If you are a medical man, remain in your medical profession, or lawyer, or whatever it may be. That is the recommendation of Brahma and confirmed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sthane sthita sutigatang tanuvangamanovi. If we hear sutigata, if we receive the message of bhakti, then you can remain in your place. But if you hear and try to implement it, employ it in practical life, then one day the Supreme Lord, whose another name is Ajita, he will be able to conquer him. Jitopashi. These are the recommendations in the Shastra. So, this is first class or superior dharma. Everyone can accept it. Simply hear. And that hearing process is also made very easy. This chanting, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you chant and hear. Anywhere you can do it. You sit down in your home or in your office, in your factory, underneath a tree or anywhere. You can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, and you can hear. This process will make you advance in everything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given his benediction. Iha haite sarva siddhi hai vitama. By this chanting and hearing of Hare Krishna mantra, all perfection you will get. It's very easy. Therefore, our request is that whatever you may be, in whatever position you may be, it doesn't matter. Sthane sthita. Just sit down together, the family members, and chant Hare Krishna. It is very easy. Nobody can say it is very difficult. And if it is difficult to chant, then it should be understood that we are most unfortunate. Etadisi kipatavo bhagavan mamapi duddaiva idrisamiha janina anuraga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught that namakari bahuda nija sarva shakti tatrarpita niyamita smarane nakala. The Lord's holy name is as powerful as the Lord himself. Now, avinnattad namanamina. This is the Shastric injunction. There is no difference between Krishna name and the Krishna person, because Krishna is absolute, Advaya Tattva, Advaya Gyan. So, he has descended in this age. Kali Rupe Nam, Kali Yuge Nam Rupe Krishna Avatar. This Nam, Hare Krishna, is the sound incarnation of Krishna. Don't think it is ordinary sound, Hare Krishna. Therefore Narottam Das Thakur has sung, Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana Rotina Janmila Kanotai. This sound vibration is coming. This is transcendental sound. It is coming from Goloka Vrindavan. It is not this mundane sound. Just like you in radio you receive sound from other places, similarly this sound is received, released from the Vaikuntha, Golokera Premadhana. So, the sound vibration, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives it to the people in general. He says that the name, holy name, is as powerful as Krishna. Nam namakari bahuda nija sattva shakti tatrarpita. And niyamita smaranena kala, and to smarane, to hear and chant, there is no particular time. Just like Gayatri Mantra and other things, you have to chant in a different atmosphere, 3 times Sri Sandha, after taking bath. There are so many rules and regulations. But this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you can chant anywhere and everywhere at any time, without any regulative principle. Niyamita smaranena kala. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu regrets the etadisi tava kripa bhagavan mami. My Lord, you are so merciful upon me. But still, the daiva idusamiha janina anuraga. I am so unfortunate that I am reluctant to chant this Hare Krishna mantra. So, this movement is teaching very simple thing, that whatever you may be, wherever you may be, there is no expenditure, there is no loss. You chant Hare Krishna. This is our movement. So, the ladies and gentlemen who are present here, kindly take this instruction of the Shastra, then you become situated in the transcendental first class system of religion. Savai pangsang paro dharma jato bhakti radhukaj. Ahituki apratihata. Ahituki. But don't chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra with any motive. That is not good. Even if you chant with motive, that will take little time to become pure devotee, but better without any motive. As a matter of duty, you chant regularly. ahoituki, apratihata, then there will be no hindrances. You will make progress without any hindrances, ahoituki apratihata, and then you will be pleased. Jeno atma samprasidati. Then you will be feeling transcendental bliss. Cheta darpanamadhanam bhava mahadava, and all the blazing fire of this material world will be extinguished. Bhava mahadavagni. Here in this material world it is compared with davagni. Davagni means the forest fire. Nobody goes to set fire in the forest, but it takes place. Similarly, however cautious you may be, you cannot make this material world without Davagni. That is not possible. The Davagni will continue. Vishaya Vishanale Dibanishi Hiya Jole. Nathan Das Thakur has sung. The material world is such that it is just like a blazing fire. Vishaya Vishanale Dibanishi. Here, everyone, even the Prime Minister, even the President, very opulently situated, but all is full of anxieties. Too much anxieties. So, if you want to be Jayatma Samprasidati, then you must take to this process, this Bhakti Yogam, Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Pada Sevanam. There are so many different items, and the most important item is Savanam. We can sit down, family members, and we can read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad-gītā, and hear and chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, very easy thing. That we want to introduce every home. That is our only request, that in whichever position you are, it doesn't matter. You simply begin this chanting of Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra and reading of Bhagavad-gītā as it is. Don't try to be ustad in interpreting. That is very dangerous. Ustadi is not good. Simply try to understand Bhagavad-gītā as it is. Bhagavan says, Matta parataram nannat kinchijasti dhananjaya. My dear Arjuna, there is no more superior authority than me. You accept it, that's all. You haven't got to interpret foolishly. No, then you are gone. Then you become condemned. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is that. Jare dakho tare kaho Kṛṣṇa upadesh. He says, Amar ajñai guru haiya taro ei desh. Ei desh, just like Surendra is here. So I request, Dr. Shukla is here. It doesn't matter that you have to go out. You are in Aligarh, you become a guru. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How shall I become guru? I am grihastha, I am engaged this. No. You haven't got to learn very much to be puffed up. Jare dakho tare kaho Kṛṣṇa bhodesh. That's all. You simply recite what Krishna has spoken. Then you become guru. If you want to manufacture something and show some magic, then you do not become guru. If you simply repeat what Krishna has said. Krishna says, Manmana bhavavad bhakta madhyaji mang namaskuru mamiva shasi asangsayam. What is the difficulty? You can say all the same thing. Sir, you always think of Krishna. Krishna says, Manmana bhavavad bhakta. You don't say that you think of me. That is rascal now. You say that you think of Krishna. Krishna says Manmana, but you don't say Manmana. You say Krishna. कृष्ण से. You always think of Krishna. Manmana bhavaman. You just become a devotee of Krishna. Just worship Krishna. Madhyaji. And just offer little obeisances to the Lord. These 4 things. Even a child can do. And you can preach. You can become Guru. What is the difficult? Everyone. हमार आज्ञा गुरु है या तारो यही देश जारे दाखो तारे कहो कृष्ण. So you become a guru. Don't manufacture ideas. Jeno atma samprasidati. Is there any difficulty? No difficulty. The Bhagavad-gītā explains everything very nicely. How to become Krishna conscious, how to worship Kṛṣṇa, how to understand Kṛṣṇa. Everything explained there, very lucidly. So people can take it very easily, and then he will be perfect. Then he will not come. Mamupita kauntiya dukkhalayam. It's very easy. So take it very seriously. That is our propaganda. We don't manufacture anything, any jugglery of word, any magic or any new ideas of God. These nonsense things we do not do. We simply carry out the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and we simply repeat Krishna Upadesh. That's all. This is Krishna consciousness movement. You can take it and also you can do it. You can also become Guru. That we want. Thank you very much. Many questions? If there is any question, you can put.
कोई प्रश्न करना चाहे तो महाराज से प्रश्न कर सकते हैं. कोई करना चाहे प्रश्न.
Adhoksha, I want to.
Adhoksha. Adhoksha. Akhaja. A, I, U, then at the end, Kya. So beginning from A and Kya up to the end of Kya, Akha. So we manufacture.
महाराज देवियों का ये निवेदन है विनम्र आपसे कि जैसे भी हिंदी आप बोलते हैं उनकी समझ में आएगी, हिंदी में उत्तर दें.
अच्छा. The A, I, U, Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha up to Kha, ये जो सब अक्षर है अ से शुरू करके ख तक, इसका नाम होता है अक्ष. और ये अक्षर से हम लोग जो कथा जन्म देते हैं, यही सब अक्षर से जन्म होता है, उसका नाम है अक्षज. और एक शब्द है अक्ष का अर्थ होता है आँख. आँख इंद्रिय है. तो हमारा सब इंद्रिय है, आँख है, हाथ है, पैर है, जीवा है. इसमें भी सब ज्ञान का जन्म होता है. उसको भी कहा जाता है अक्षज. तो ये दोनों प्रकार के जो अक्षज ज्ञान है, इसका ऊपर अधकृत अक्षज ज्ञानम जत्र, इसका नाम है अक्षज. ये सब काम से चलेगा नहीं. यो हम अपना इंद्रिय से भगवान को देख लेंगे, भगवान को समझ जाएंगे, ये हम वर्ड जगलरी करके भगवान को समझ जाएंगे, इससे बहुत ऊपर है भगवान. इसलिए उसका नाम है अक्षज, अधोक्षज. अधकृत अक्षजम ज्ञानम जत्र. दैट मीन्स वो इंग्लिश आ जाता है. तो इसका अर्थ यही होता है जो प्राकृत नियम है, प्राकृत नियम से भगवान को समझने के जो प्रयास, ये वृथा है. भगवान को समझना चाहिए भगवान जैसे बताते हैं. अब कोई धनी व्यक्ति है, आप सोचते रहिए ये व्यक्ति इतना धन का मालिक होगा, करोड़ रुपया का होगा। कोई बोलता नहीं नहीं इतना नहीं, और उसका पास बहुत धन है, 10 करोड़ है। कोई बोलता नहीं नहीं इतना, कोई 10 लाख। ये स्पेकुलेशन से वास्तविक वो धनी व्यक्ति का क्या परिस्थिति है आपको समझ में नहीं आए। और अगर वो एक शब्द बता दें कि देखो जी हमारे पास 10 लाख रुपया है, काम हो गया। तो इसी प्रकार आप भगवान को अगर स्पेकुलेशन करेंगे तो जन्म जन्मांतर में भी नहीं समझ सकेंगे। और भगवान खुद जो बताते हैं, जैसे भगवद-गीता में, मत्त परतरम नान्यत् किंचिदस्ति धन अहं सर्वस्य प्रभव मत्त सर्वं प्रवर्तते अहम आदिर ही देवानां सर्वधर्मान। इस प्रकार से अगर समझे तो जल्दी होगी। इसलिए भगवान का नाम है अधोक्षज। डोंट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड बाय दिस मेटीरियल एक्सपीरियंस और सेंस परसेप्शन। इंद्रिय ज्ञान से भगवान को समझने के लिए प्रयास ना कीजिए, उसमें कुछ लाभ नहीं होगा। अथापि ते देव पदाम्बुजद्वयम् प्रसाद देशानुगृहीत एव जानाति तत्त्वम्। भगवान की कृपा से ही भगवान को समझा जाएगा। न आत्मा प्रवचने न लभ्य न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन। ये वैदिक वचन है जो बहुत प्रवचन, ये कथावाचक, बड़ा भारी कथावाचक, उससे भगवान को नहीं समझा जाएगा। ना बहुना श्रुते, न बहुत पढ़े लिखे हुए हैं, नहीं वो भी नहीं। वो तो भगवान जिसको कृपा करेंगे, तो भगवान किसको कृपा करेंगे? जो भक्त होगा। भगवान का नाम है भक्त वत्सल। भगवान का कहीं नाम नहीं है ज्ञान वत्सल, जोगी वत्सल, कर्म वत्सल, भक्त वत्सल। तो भगवान को भक्ति से बस कीजिए। जैसे जसोदा माई भगवान को बस किया। जो दुनिया जिसको देख कर डरते हैं, वो भगवान जसोदा माई की छड़ी देख करके रो रहे हैं। ये भगवान के भक्त वत्सलता है कि भक्त उनको बस में ला सकता है। हाँ,
भक्ति का थोड़ा सा स्वरूप कैसा वर्णन?
भक्ति तो बताया कि श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु, भगवान विष्णु का विषय, भगवान कृष्ण का विषय श्रवण कीजिए। भगवद-गीता जैसे भगवान खुद बता रहे हैं, उसको सुनिए। श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु, फिर श्रवण करके स्मरण कीजिए। श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु स्मरणम, देन भगवान की सेवा में नियुक्त है ये पाद सेवनम। इसी प्रकार 9 प्रकार प्रोसेस है। उसमें 9 लीजिए, 8 लीजिए, 7 लीजिए, कम से कम 1 लीजिए, तो उसमें आपका काम बन जाएगा। हाँ, एक जो श्रवणम, केवल आप श्रवण कीजिए। जैसा महाराज परीक्षित, श्री विष्णु श्रवणे परीक्षित, उनका अंतकाल हुआ तो बड़े बड़े ऋषि लोग सब सुला दिया, महाराज ऐसे कीजिए, ऐसा कीजिए, ऐसा कीजिए। और सुखदेव गोस्वामी बोला आप केवल श्रवण कीजिए। बस वो बैठ के सुना, केवल उनकी मुक्ति हो गई। श्रवणम श्री विष्णु श्रवणे परीक्षित अभवत वैयासकी कीर्तन है। और वैयासकी सुखदेव गोस्वामी केवल भागवत का कीर्तन किया, वो भी परफेक्ट हो गया। श्रवणम कीर्तनम। प्रहलाद महाराज केवल स्मरण किया। उनके पिताजी सब समय उनको परेशान करते रहे, वो भगवान का स्मरण करें। और क्या करे, बेचारी 5 वर्ष के बालक है, तो उसमें परफेक्शन हो गया। श्रवणम कीर्तनम विस्मरणम पाद सेवन। लक्ष्मी जी भगवान का पाद सेवन किया। हाँ, और पृथु महाराज अर्चन किया, पृथु पूजन है। और हनुमान जी केवल दास्य किया, जो भगवान बोले उसको किया। ना वेदांत तो जानते हैं, ना पढ़े लिखे हैं, तो जंतु है, क्या कर सकें। दास हनुमान, उनको परफेक्शन हो गया। और सखे अर्जुन, अर्जुन भगवान से मित्रता किया, उनको परफेक्शन हो गया। तो कोई भी ये जो नवदा भक्ति, हाँ अक्रूर तब अभिमंदन है, ये तो सब है। तो इसी प्रकार 9 प्रकार की विधि है, जो उस 9 लीजिए, 8 लीजिए, 7 लीजिए, कम से कम 1 लीजिए, फिर आपको जीवन सफल हो जाएगा।